Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. Now, you're probably trying to think through what you should get friends and family for this holiday season, and we want to come up with some really good suggestions for you. Now, we've done a whole bunch of videos, mostly geared towards comic books and comic book related things, but I wanted to get a really fantastic game suggestion in there too. This one, ice cool, I stand behind 100%. Now, this is a game we picked up at Gen Con. The company Brain Games hooked us up at Gen Con to check it out, and we've been playing it pretty much ever since. It's absolutely fantastic. It's tons of fun, and the thing that actually really strikes me most about it is this is a game that's enjoyable for the entire family. We went and played it during Thanksgiving, brought it for folks to check out, and my 9-year-old nieces went absolutely crazy about it. They weren't just playing it with me when I left and it was still set up and came back in the morning. They were going and trying to teach their mother how to play. That's how much they enjoyed it. So this is a game that's enjoyable for the entire family, which is fantastic. Now, what's also really creative about it is that it's a box in a box in a box situation. So there isn't some board you pull out. The board is actually part of the box. Now, the game is really kind of, tag with a bunch of penguins. We're going to go and put this together and show off how easy it is. Now, there's all these colored dots that go around that help you set things up and make it fairly easy to do. So as I said, it's a box within a box within a box. So we got red here, and green is right here. We got that. And then finally, this one. And the game also gives you a whole bunch of items to clip them together. So I'm going to show off a little bit of gameplay, not a whole lot, because I don't think we really need to. The game's that simple, and I think it really sells itself. As I said, this was one that my nieces checked out and absolutely loved to play. They were playing it throughout the entire weekend. Even when I wasn't around, they were still playing. Now, basically, you are the role of one of these penguins. You can kind of see them that they weeble and they wobble, but they don't fall down. And you go and you hit them around. You kind of flick them around the board, trying to get them through these doorways. Now, if you go through a doorway, you get your fish. Now, the other player, one of your other players, is the one trying to catch you, and their goal is to literally bump into you and hit you. And if they hit you, they get your card. And the person that's trying to catch everyone is trying to get everyone's cards, and everyone else that's running away is trying to get through these doorways to get their fish. So, showing how to play relatively quickly. I mean, you got a sense of what we were just doing right there. So we flick around to get them around. And the thing that's actually really cool is if you know what you're doing, you kind of just saw that with the orange or the red one, they're doing more than just going straight. If you're really, really good, you can get them to do some really cool things. And you can see I'm not all that great, or if I'm doing it, I'm not doing it on purpose, where the penguins themselves are moving around. So, seeing players play, we've seen them, or I've seen them hop over walls. They're able to go through multiple doorways at once. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. I mean, basically the game, oh, there we go. There was one where he almost went through 2 different doorways. The game is basically tag. One person's running around trying to catch the other ones, and the people that are running, the other ones that are trying not to get caught, are going through the doorways to try to get their fish. There's also a point system. You randomly get cards based off of how many doors you go through. If you get like 2 ones of cards, you're able to put them in and take an extra turn. So there's a point thing that really determines who's the winner in the end. But as a whole, the game's very, very simple. You just see it here. It's not all that complicated. And it's a lot of fun. There's some cool skill when it comes down to it. It's it is a game of dexterity and being able to do some cool shots of your penguins throughout the board, and of course trying to get away from the other people. Really fun game, very simple. Highly recommend it. It is from Brain Games, designed by Brian Gomez. it was a game that I went into Gen Con, this year's Gen Con, thinking it was going to be one of the hottest games, and they sold out. But, you know, ever since, I haven't heard much, and I'm kind of baffled why, because the game is tons of fun. I absolutely love it, and, you know, can't really get enough. It's one that I'm recommending, highly recommending to everyone. I have no problem with that. It is that simple and that easy, and the fact that my nieces fell in love with it so quickly and then immediately start playing themselves, I think is everything I would expect it to be. So go check this out, Ice Cool. You can go get it now. It is out in stores. We'll have links below this video where you can go and get it. They may or may not be affiliate links. I have no idea. Thank you for Brain Games for the hookup. You, of course, catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, we're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep flipping those penguins and keep it geeky.